Assalamu alaikum. This will be the last part for section 2.3, where what I will do all the exam problems for the last year, term 221, term 222, term 223, and then also I will go over the exercises in the book of section 2.3. Okay, this one, I think we did something similar. We noticed that the limit as goes to 0 of the denominator is equal to 0. That means the limit, the numerator, since all of this limit exists, should equal to 0. Substitute, what you will get the square root of 2 minus square root of b equals 0. Square root of b equals square root of 2. That means b equal to, this is b. Now to find a, I will put b there. I know that the limit as goes to 0, square root of 2 minus square root ax square plus 2 over x square. That should be equal 1 over square root of 2. So we'll find that limit using the rationalizing. By the way, if we substitute here, we're getting what? 0 over 0. 0 over 0, it means you need to by changing the function or rewriting the function a different way. So this will be 2 minus ax squared plus 2 over x squared square root of 2 plus square root ax squared plus 2. If you notice, this is what? This is 2 minus ax squared minus 2. This is cancelled. Also, x squared cancelled with x squared. So we're getting minus a over what? Over 2 square root of 2. That should equal 1 over square root of 2. That means minus a square root of 2 equal 2 root 2. That means a equals 2 minus 2. That means a plus b will be equal to 0, which is this. Here you need to just rewrite it in a simpler way. Limit x goes to 0. Sine pi over 3 is equal to 3 over 2. Sine 2x. This one you can write it half cosine x minus 1 all over x. Just distribute it over x and you get the answer. Let's go to 3 over 2 sine 2x over x plus half cosine x minus 1 over x. This is special limits. So you have what? This is 2 square root 3 over 2 times 2 plus half times 0. So the answer is square root of 3, which is this. This is using the squeeze theorem. You notice as x goes to 3, limit, call this h of x or g of x, and this is h of x. So limit as goes to 3 of g of x will be equal what? 27 minus 3 plus 3, 27. And it's the same if we substitute here x, the polynomial, is 27 plus 3 minus 3, which is the same as the limit h of x as it goes to 3. Squeeze theorem implies that the limit of the things in the middle exists. And it's equal to 27. This limit exists, this limit exists, and all limit exists, so it should be limit of x exists. That means I can distribute the limit. Limit goes to 3 of 7x plus a limit x goes to 3 f of x, limit x goes to 3 of x, that should be 27. That means what? 21 plus this limit, which I'm looking for, over 3 equal 27. That means limit x goes to 3, f of x will be equal what? Take 21 to the other side, so it will be 6. 6 times 3, 80, which is this one. Sin x times 1 minus cosine x whole square. Simply just distribute it. It will be sin x over x, 1 minus cosine x over x. That's it. So this is the numerator, and this is the denominator. This is the denominator, this is the numerator. So you have 1 times 0, which is 0. Simple. This one, you need to rewrite it. I know that cosine x minus 1 minus 4 sine 3x. I can rewrite it this way, and then limit x goes to 0, cosine x minus 1 over x times half minus 4 sine 3x over 2x. That will be what? That will be half times 0 minus 2. This limit we know is 3, which is 0 minus 6, which is minus 6. This one you need to factor it. So this is limit is goes to ln 3. By the way, all the limits which we did, if you check, it will be 0 over 0. Huh? All of these things, 0 over 0. It will be 1 minus 0 minus 1, 1 over 0. Yeah, the same thing here. We substitute. You have 27 minus 27 over 9 minus 9, which is 0 over 0. So it means you need to do something. I factor this, difference of 2 cubes. This is ax all cubes minus 3 cubed. This is ax all squared minus 3 squared. Difference of 2 cubes, ax minus 3, a to x plus 3 ax plus 9. If you want to remember the formula, x minus y, x squared plus xy plus y squared. The difference of 2 squares, I think you know it, ax minus 3, ax plus 3. This cancelled. So you get what? Substitute now. It will be e to the power 2 ln 3 plus 3 e to the power ln 3 plus 9 over e to the power ln 3 plus 3. This is what? This will go as a power. So this is 9. This is 3 times 3 plus 9 over 3 plus 3. So it will be what? 9 plus 9 plus 9, 27 over 6 over 3, 9 over 3, 2, 9 over 2. This is last summer. You notice this one. You can do it by first. You notice this goes to 1. So I will change it. Let t equal x minus 1. So you have limit ln x will be what? T plus 1. T plus 1 over t, where t goes to 0. I'm doing the first part. It's 2 different limits. Just do this and do that. And this one will be what? Limit at t goes to 0, 1 over t ln t plus 1, which is limit t goes to 0, ln of t plus 1 to the power 1 over t, which is the one we are looking for. Now I can take the limit inside, so this would be ln limit t goes to 0, t plus 1 to the power 1 over t. I know this is one of the special limits, so this is will be ln E, and that is 1. This is 1. For this one, you need to do it by factoring, like what we did in the previous one. So that will be ax minus 2 e2x plus 2ax plus 4 over ax minus 2 ax plus 2 cancelled. Substitute, you're getting 4 plus 2 phi 2 plus 4 over 2 plus 2. That give you what? 4 plus 4 plus 4. Yeah, ax minus 2 times e to x plus 2ax yeah, 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is 12 over 4, that is 3. Oh, so this is 3. So 1 plus 3, which is 4. Okay, this one, if we substitute, you're getting 0 over 0. It means you need to simplify it. I think we did it before, but let us do it again. Secant x plus 1. So that will be limit x goes to 0. Secant square x minus 1 over x square secant x plus 1. This one is what? I know that in 1 plus tan square equals secant square. So the numerator is tan square over x square secant x plus 1. Or you can make it as a special limit tan x over x, tan x over x, 1 over secant x plus 1. This is 1, this is 1, this is just substitute. 1 over 1 plus 1, so it's half. So this will be half. This, if you take it here, it will be does not exist. Same thing, does not exist. So we cannot say the conclusion does not exist. We need to do it from right and left. So do limit x goes to 1 from right. That will be what? Take 1 inside, it will be 1. This is like 1.01, 1 point something, 1.01, 1.001. Take it here, you're getting 1 minus 1.01, it will be minus 2. So the answer is minus 1. Take it from the left. That will be what? So take something like 0.99, put it here, it will be 0. Minus 0.99, it will be minus 1, which is minus 1. So this limit equal to minus 1. Okay. Now we'll go to this to the exercises of the book. I'll take some of them. By the way, these problems, I think up to yeah, let me say up to here, it's simply substitution. Nothing to worry about. Since everything is defined, we don't have 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity. So it's only substitution. Let me do the suggested problems. Number 10, limit x goes to 2, cube root 12x plus 3. X goes to 2, cube root 12x plus 3. Just substitute, you get what? Cube root 12 times 2, which is 24 plus 3, 27, which is 3. That's it. 13, limit x goes to limit x goes to 2, 3, 3 over 2x plus 1. 13, limit x goes to 2, 3 over 2x plus 1. Am I right? Yeah. Something we have nothing about, so it will be 3 over 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, which is 3 over 5. 18. What's the idea? Same thing, it's only simplification. Limit x goes to, this is what? 5, I think. Okay. So it's the limit x goes to 5, square root x plus 6 over x plus 2. Yeah, that will not make any problem. Just substitute, so it will be square root 11 over 7. Now the questions here, the same, it's only substitution, but now we can deal with it as function of function. So I have f of x, I will do 22. F of x equal 2x squared minus 3x plus 2, and g of x equal what? Cube root x plus 6. Cube root x plus 6. They want part A, limit f of x as it goes to 4. Since this is polynomial, nothing to worry about. This is 2 times 4. Okay, is it? X goes to 4. Yeah. Goes to 4. 2 times 4 square. Yeah, this is 32. This is 32 minus 12. 20 plus 1. So this is 21. Part B, limit s goes to 21 of g of x. So it will be limit s goes to 21 cube root x plus 6, which is simply you just substitute 21 plus 6 to cube root of 27, which is 3. Now, the last part, limit s goes to 4 g f of x. This is C. Now, since this limit exists and the function g is continuous, I can take the limit inside. So this is g limit x goes to 4 of f of x. And that will be g of what? This is 21. G of 21, which is cube root of 21 plus 6, which is the same thing, which is 3. Okay. Here's 22. I'll do the next one, which is simply both with this part, just substitution. 27, limit x goes to 0, secant to x. If we substitute, you have secant 0, which is 1. That's it. 34, limit x goes to 0, a minus x sine by x. We substitute, you get what? E to the power 0, which is 1, sine by, which is 0. So the answer is 0. 36. Limit x goes to 1, x over e to the power x. Substitute and get 1 over e. There is a len missing. Len of x over e to the power x. And that will be n 1 over e. That is len e is minus 1, which is minus 1. This is 36. 40, by the way, 40 is only substitution. Nothing to worry about. Let us do it. You are given limit x goes to c, and proof of x equal 27. 40, you are giving this for a specific c. But they want limit x goes to c cube root of part a, limit x goes to c cube root of f of x. Since everything is defined, you can't take the limit inside. That will be cube root limit f of x is goes to c, which is cube root of 27, which is 3. B. They want limit x goes to c f of x over 18. Limit x goes to c f of x over 18. Just distribute the limit since both limits exist. So you have 27 over 18 over 9, this is 3, over 9, this is 2. Limit f of x square. C, limit x goes to c, f of x square. You can take the limit inside. That will be limit f of x goes to c square, which is 27 square. You can do it with the calculator. Limit x goes to c f of x to the power 2 over 3. Same thing, since everything is defined, I can take the limit inside to the power 2 over 3. This is 27 to the power 2 over 3. I know the cube root of 27 is 3, so it will be 3 square, which is 9. So this is 40. Now we'll move to this group where we'll start doing some calculation. Yeah. Now we need to find the limit where I have 0 over 0. Okay, let me do 42. Limit x goes to minus 2. 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. 3x squared plus 5x minus 2 over x plus 2. If we substitute, you will get what? This is 3 times 4, 12, minus 10, minus 2. So you have 0 over 0. It means you cannot do it. I mean, you can do it by substitution. You need to factor the numerator. For sure, I have x plus 2. So the remaining is 3x minus 1. Check. Minus x plus 6x plus 5x over x plus 2. I cancelled. Substitute. You get minus 7. This is 42. They want to do 43 also. Limit x goes to 2, I think. Yeah. X cubed minus 8 over x minus 2. The only difference, the same thing. If you substitute, you get 0 over 0. It means you need to factor. This is difference of 2 cubes, x minus 2, x squared, plus 2x plus 4, or x minus 2. Cancelled. Substitute, you have 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is 12. This is 43, not 42. Next one is 45. 45. Limit goes to minus 4, x plus 4, ln of something over x squared minus 16. What was that thing? Then x plus 6. Then x plus 6. So what I will do, if we substitute, you're getting 0 over 0. This is defined, ما في مشكلة, minus 4 plus 6, ln 2, which is okay. So what I will do, I factor the denominator, and I just cancel the x minus 4, x plus 4. This is cancelled. Now just substitution. So it will be ln 2 over minus 8. That's it. 46. Limit x goes to 0. Oops. I need more space here. I think I need a limit. Okay. 46. 6. Limit x goes to 0. E to x minus 1 over ax minus 1. Substitute, you're getting 0 over 0. It means you need to factor ax minus 1, ax plus 1 over ax minus 1. Cancel this. Substitute e to the power 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 2. Now we'll do this thing, the same thing. Same idea where I need to either to factor, rationalize, or do something. I'll do 50 and then 55. Limit x goes to 5, 5 minus x. 55. Limit x goes to 5, 5 minus x over x squared minus 5. Substitute, you're getting 0 over 0. It means you need to factor, but be careful about the sign. This is x minus 5, x plus 5. When you cancel this, there is a minus sign. So the answer is minus 1 over 10. 57 is what? Limit x goes to 0, square root x plus 5 minus 5. Limit x goes to 0, square root x plus 5 minus square root of 5 over x. Substitute, we're getting 0 over 0, so you need to rationalize it. What are you getting? Limit x goes to 0, x plus 5 minus 5 over x. Don't forget this one. This is cancelled, and x cancelled with x. So we have 1 over 2 root 5. You can simplify it more, which is square root of 5 over 10. You can see this or that. Yeah, we're done with this group of problems. Now we have this. I'll do 57 also. Limit x goes to 0, 1 over 3 plus x minus 1 over 3. I can do it here, I think. 57. Limit x goes to 0, 1 over 3 plus x minus 1 over 3 over x. So that will be limit x goes to 0, simplify 3 minus 3 minus x over 3 x, 3 plus x. This is cancelled. Also, you can cancel x, so that will be limit. X goes to 0 minus x over 3x, 3 plus x. You can cancel x with x. Substitute now. You will get what? Minus 1 over 9. Yeah, this is 0, 3 plus 0 times 3. So it's minus 1 over 9. Okay. 62. 62. Yeah. Limit delta x goes to 0. Of what? X plus delta x cubed minus x cubed over delta x. X plus delta x cubed minus x cubed over delta x. Open this parenthesis, limit delta x goes to 0. X cubed plus 3x squared delta x plus 3x delta x squared plus delta x cubed minus x cubed over delta x. So this cancel with this. I can take delta x common factor. What's the remaining? The remaining is 3x squared. The remaining is 3x squared plus 3x delta x plus delta x squared over delta x. Now I can cancel this. And the answer is, as x delta x goes to 0, this is 0 times x, which is 0. This is 0 squared, which is 0. So you're getting only 3x squared. Is equal 3x squared. Save time. Save place. Okay. Now we'll do this group of problems. I'll do 67, 68, 72, 73, which is the same as the. Okay. 67. Limit x goes to 0. Sine square x over x. All right? Yeah. So it's simply, I can rewrite it as sine x over x times sine x. This limit, special limit, so I know it. It will be 1. Sine 0 is 0, so the answer is 0. 68. Same idea. Limit x goes to 0, but for tan now. We know how to deal with tan. Remember, this is the same thing, tan x times tan x. This is, it's a special limit. It's 1 times 0, which is 0. 72. Limit x goes to 0. Then cosine x. Yeah, cosine x minus sine x minus 1 over 2x. This is, I can split it into cosine x minus 1 over 2x minus sine x over 2x. This is, I know it's 0, so that will be 0. 0 over 2 is 0. And this one, I know it's 1, so it's 1/2. So the answer is minus 23. Limit x goes to 0. 1 minus a is minus x over Ax minus 1. By the way, as I said before, everything here you have 0 over 0, huh? You have 0 over 0, everything, huh? All of these, if we substitute, you get 0 over 0. Same thing here. 1 minus 1, 0 over 1 minus 1, which is 0. This is simply, you just simplify this, 1 minus 1 over e to the power x over ax minus 1. And that will make it what? You simplify this, ax minus 1, ax minus 1. This is cancelled, substitute, we're getting. Okay, this is 73. Now we'll move to this group, which is a little bit harder. It's not that difficult, but it has some ideas. Let me start by 80. 80, limit x goes to 2, x to the power 5 minus 32 over x minus 2. Need to simplify this. I don't know a formula for this one. So what shall I do? One idea to do it, you can do it by long division. I give it some space. That will be x to the power 4 multiply x to the power 5 minus 2x to the power 4. This is minus, this will be plus. So you have 2x to the power 4 minus 32 divide plus 2x cubed plus 2x cubed multiply. It will be 2x to the power 4 minus 4x cubed plus minus, this is plus. So you're getting 4x cubed minus 32 divide plus 4x squared multiply. You have 4x cubed minus 8x squared minus, it will be 8x squared minus 32 divide plus 8x multiply. You have what? 8x squared minus 16x plus. So I have 16x divide, that will be plus 16 minus 32. So we are getting 16x minus 32. Change, we're getting 0. So this one, x to the power 5 minus 32 is x minus 2, x to the power 4 plus 2x cubed plus 4x squared plus 8x plus 16 over x minus 2. But this is cancelled. Now just substitute. But you are getting 2 to the power 4, which is what? 16 plus 16, 4 times 4, plus another 16, plus 16, plus 16. That is what? 16 times 5, which is what? 16 times 5 is 80. 16 times 5, yeah, 80. And this is the answer. Okay, which is 80, and the answer is 80. Good. Then I will do 82. By the way, 85 and 86, I did it in the old exams. Huh? Now we'll do 82 and 83. 82. 82. Limit x goes to 0. 1 minus cosine x over 2x squared. correct? 1 cosine x minus 1 over 2x square. Sorry. Okay. If we substitute, you're getting 0 over 0. Also, some people, they say, why not we do it this way? You are getting still 0 over 0. This is 0 and this is 0. So it will be 0 over 0. You cannot do it. It will not help. So you need to rewrite this function one way to multiply by cosine x plus 1 over cosine x plus 1. Now we can finalize it easily. That will be cosine square x minus 1 over 2x squared times cosine x plus 1. This is what? This is minus sine square. Okay. That's like 1 minus cosine squared, all times minus 1. Okay. So this is, I can simplify it. Minus 1 over 2 cosine x plus 1, which is everything except sine square over x square. I can make this sine x over x, sine x over x, which is my special limit. And this is just substitute. So you have what? Minus 1 over 2 cosine 0 is 1, 1 plus 1, 2 times 1 times 1, which is minus 1. I have 83, 83 and 84. Sine x squared over 2. 83. Limit x goes to 0. Sine x squared over x. Yeah. And to do this lit idea, I want to have the same argument in the denominator. So I multiply by x over x. So that will be limit x goes to 0. X sine x squared over x squared. Now I make it the same argument. So this limit, I can split it. I say limit x goes to 0 of x times the limit x goes to 0 sine x squared over x squared. This is 0. For this one, I need the lit idea. If you let t equal x squared, that limit will be what? Limit sine t over t. If x goes to 0, so I have t goes to 0. I know this special limit, so it will be 0 times 1, which is 0. I need more space. Control M. Okay. I think I need only one. Okay. So now we did 82, 83. We'll do 84. Limit sine x per cube root of x. 84. Limit x goes to 0. Tan or sine? No difference. Okay. This is sine x cube root of x. I want the same argument. I can multiply by x over x. And that will make it what? Limit x goes to 0. X over cube root of x times sine x over x. And that is what? Limit x goes to 0. This will be x to the power 2 over 3. Had x to the power 1, had x 1 over 3, x to the power 2 over 3 times sine x over x. Take x equals 0, 0 to the power 2 over 3, 0. And this is a special limit, 0 times 1, which is 0. This is 84. 85, 86, as I said, we did it before. Now we'll move to these problems. But I will do 89 and 92. And then 94 also. 89, in all of these problems, I need to find this limit. 89. Limit. Delta x goes to 0. F of x plus delta x minus f of x over delta x, which is mainly I'm finding the derivative. Okay, x squared minus 4x. X squared minus 4x. What will be that limit? It will be limit delta x goes to 0. X plus delta x squared minus 4x plus delta x. This is only this, f of x plus delta x. This is minus x squared minus 4x. When you have a minus sign, it's better to make it with parentheses. And x goes to 0 of what? This is x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared minus 4x minus 4 delta x minus x squared plus 4x over delta x. This will be equal to what? Will be limit delta x goes to 0. Yeah, this cancelled. This cancelled. I can take delta x common factor. I have 2x plus delta x minus 4 over delta x. This is cancels and delta x goes to 0. I'm getting 2x minus 4. That's it. I have also 92. The same thing, but for another function. What is the function? Cube root of x minus 5. F of x here. Cube root of x minus 5. So the limit f of x plus delta x. That will be limit delta x goes to 0. Cube root x plus delta x minus 5 minus cube root minus 5 over delta x. That will be limit delta x goes to 0. Cube root x plus delta x minus 5 minus root of x plus 5 over delta x. 5 cancel with plus 5. And the remaining is what? X plus delta x. I can rationalize it now. So we're getting what? Limit delta x goes to 0. إيش عندنا فوق؟ x plus delta x minus x over delta x root x plus delta x plus x plus root x هذه cancelled. Root x with root x, delta x goes to 0, so I have 1 over 2 root x. Okay, 94, which is what? 1 over x squared. The function is 1 over x squared in this case. Let me try to do it in this space. This here, limit delta x goes to 0, 1 over x plus delta x all square minus 1 over x square over delta x. That's simply limit x goes to 0. واحد المقامات هنا يصير عندك x square minus x plus delta x square في x سكوير في x بلس دلتا x سكوير في دلتا x. فوق حبك القوس، هذه x سكوير بلس 2 دلتا x بلس دلتا x سكوير كانسلت، ولا كان do it in 2 steps ما مشكلة. يا ابني يصير x سكوير minus x سكوير minus 2x دلتا x minus دلتا x سكوير over everything here. هذه cancelled. I can take delta x common factor. فوق في النيوميريتور take delta x, you get what? minus 2x minus delta x على x سكوير في x plus delta x سكوير في delta x. هذه cancelled. Now substitute as delta x goes to 0 يصير minus 2x. هنا delta x goes to 0 سحب x squared times x squared x to the power 4, and that will give me minus 2 over x cubed. Okay. Now let me move to more problems. I'll do now 95 and 96. 95 is what? Squeeze theorem, where you have 4 minus x squared less than f of x less than 4 plus x squared. And you want to find limit x goes to 0 for f of x. If this is g of x, this is h of x, very clear limit g of x as x goes to 0 of g of x will be equal to 4, and it's the same as h of x. So that means limit x goes to 0 of f of x will be the same by squeeze theorem. The next one, c equal a, b minus absolute value x minus a. You have b minus absolute value x minus a is less than f of x less than b plus. And you want to find limit f of x as x goes to a. Same thing. This is g of x. This is h of x. What is the limit of g of x as this goes to a? It will be b minus 0, which is b, which is the same as the limit as this goes to a of h of x. هذا معناها limit f of x as this goes to a will be equal to b by squeeze theorem. Okay. These are 95 and 96. This is 95. And this is 96. Now we'll move to 97. This is 97. Find the limit as this goes to 0 of this function. Limit as this goes to 0. Easily, squeeze theorem. You will make sin x. Since absolute value of x as this goes to 0, always positive. So this will be minus absolute value of x. Can't do it here since I put the space. This is not equal to value of x sin x. As this goes to 0, This is goes to 0. This is goes to 0. It means this one goes to 0 by the squeeze theorem. I call it ST. So this limit is 0. 97, then 100. We reach 100. What is 100? Limit x goes to 0 for x cosine 1 over x. There is a problem here. To do it mathematically correct. You're getting the same answer, but you need to do it mathematically correct. You know that cosine 1 over x, squeeze theorem here. So I have cosine x, 1 over x, between minus 1 and 1. Can I multiply by x? No, I don't know. As this goes to 0 from right, x is positive. As this goes to 0 from left, x is negative. As this goes to 0 from right, x positive. As goes to 0 from left, x negative. It means what I will do, I'll try to do it from right and from left and check. I'm getting the same answer or not. As goes to 0 from right means x positive. I can multiply by x. To be minus x less than x cosine 1 over x less than x. This goes to 0. This goes to 0. So this one goes to 0 by the squeeze theorem. As this goes to 0 from left, you have what? Oh, now when I multiply x is negative. So that means it will be minus x greater than or equal x cosine 1 over x greater than or equal to x. Or I can read it this way. I can write it x less than x cosine 1 over x less than or equal minus x. Well, this goes to 0. This goes to 0. It means this goes to 0 by sandwich theorem. So that means what? That means this limit, as this goes to 0 from right, is 0. This goes to 0 from left is 0. So the limit is the same as 0. Okay. Now we'll do a few problems. I will do 107 and 108. What is 107? He defined S of t. This is f of t minus 4.9 t squared. He defined S of t function minus 4.9 t squared plus 200. Am I right? Yeah, plus 200. And he defined v of t, the velocity, as a limit t goes to a, S of a, yeah, this is what he did. But he won't find the velocity when t equal 3. Find the velocity when t equal 3. You want v at 3. This is v at a, huh? So this is not v at t, this is v at a. So v at 3 will be what? Limit t goes to 3, s of 3 minus s of t over a minus t. So it's a limit case. So that will be limit t goes to 3, s of 3 minus 4.9 times 9 plus 200 minus plus 4.9 t squared minus 200. Let me do it quickly. Over 3 minus t. And that will be what? This is cancelled. I can take 4.9 common factor. I'm getting what? T squared minus 9. Don't forget the limits. Huh? T squared minus 9 over 3 minus t. Now this is 0 over 0, so I will do factoring. 4.9 t minus 3 t plus 3 over 3 minus t. Cancelled, have minus 1. Substitute, you're getting what? Minus 49 over 10 times 3 plus 3, which is 6. That will be what? Over 2, it's 5. Over 2, it's 3. Minus 49 times 3 is minus what? 3 times 50, 150 minus 3, 147 over 5. Correct? 2, yes, 147. This is 107. 108, what they want? 108, they want at what velocity will the object impact the ground? So I need to check when the object impact the ground. The object impact the ground means I need S of t to be equal to 0. That implies minus 4.9 t squared plus 200 equals 0. This is t squared equal what? 200 over 4.9 and over 200 times what? This is for 49 over 100, right? So times 100 over 49, which is a strange number. 2000049. This is t squared. So t is what? Yeah. Correct. Back the ground, so it's equal to 0. T equal to 100 over 4.9. 49 over 10. This is 10. Yeah, this is 49 over 10. So it will be 2000 over 49. So I have t plus 9 cube root or square root 2000 over 7. I will cancel the minus. Time cannot be negative. So this is t. Then you need to find v at t using this, which is a little bit complicated. Or if you know the derivative, this is v of t. It's just what? Minus 9.8t. Correct? Yeah. We can find t easily. So this is minus 9.8 times 3. This one, which is 98 over 10 times 3 is what? It's 49 over 5, which is the same thing, which is the same. This thing you can find now v at t. I will leave it for you using this limit, which is a little bit complicated. Okay. Or using this formula, you can get it quickly. That is what? Minus 98 over 1 over 10 times this value, which is minus 49, 2000. This is 49, this is 2 over 14. Oh, 14 also. Yeah, this is 7. This is 7, this is 2. So it will be minus 7 cube root square root of calculations. Who cares? Check the numbers. Check the numbers. Okay. Now 119 to 124, the true false problems. True false problems. 119, this limit, is it true? Is equal to 1. It's here. No, I started 117. I don't know. I should that. Yeah. Okay, 119. We know that the limit as this goes to 0. Yeah, he graph this function, which is 1 if x is positive, minus 1 if x is negative. So it's very clear as this goes to 0, this limit does not exist. So with that, this is false. 20. Be careful. Here x goes to pi. The formula which is we know is limit x goes to 0. This is 0. This is pi. If it is pi, just substitute. Nothing to worry about. Sin pi over pi, 0 over pi, which is 0. So limit as this goes to pi of sin x over x is not 1. This is also false. This is false. This is false. 121, f of x equal g of x for all real numbers other than x equals 0. And the limit f of x as it goes to 0 is equal to L. For sure, the limit of g of x as it goes to 0 is equal to L. We agreed if we have missing only 1 point, they are differ in only 1 point, then their limit should be the same. So this is true. This is true. 122, if the limit is equal to L, does not mean f of c equal L. Sometimes f of c is not defined, actually. And this is example. F of x is this. X, if x equal 1, and if x not equal to 1 is x, and x equal 1. For sure, the limit as this goes to 1 is equal to 1, but it's not equal to 3. This is an example, very clear example. So this is false. Limit is equal to 3 when this. No. Right equal 3, left equal 0. So for sure, this is false. This is the explanation. Limit does not exist. Yeah, left and right are different. The last one, f of x less than g of x, less than, no equality. For all x does not mean the limit is less than the limit. This is an example. You have f of x equal this, g of x equal this. For sure, f of x always less than gx for all x not equal to 0. But the limit of f of x is equal to 0 as x goes to 0. Limit of g of x is equal to 0 as x equal to 0. As x goes to 0. So their limits, they're not different. They are equal to each other. So we are missing the equality here. So this is false. The last two problems I will do is 127 and 128. Actually, we did it before. Yeah, just I will write it. 127, limit x goes to 0, secant x minus 1 over x squared. 128, limit x goes to 0. What? 1 minus cosine x over x squared. 1 minus cosine x over x squared. Yeah, I think we did it before, but let me do it quickly to finish it. That will be limit x goes to 0, secant square minus 1 over x square secant plus 1. This is what? This is tan square. You know that 1 plus tan square equals secant square. So this is tan square x over x square secant x plus 1. This is tan x over x, tan x over x, which is 1. So this is half. The same idea here. Exactly the same idea. The same answer also. 1 minus cosine square over x square, 1 plus cosine x. This is sine square. So you have sine x over x, sine x over x, which is 1 over 1, and this is half. Yeah. I think I will stop here. This is, I think we'll stop the recording. Stop. Yeah.